So I'm here in the shop. I'm literally just cleaning up some stuff off the bench. I got a mess here. If you've done this stuff before, you know what a mess means. It means train wreck, really, because it is nothing short of a train wreck. You know what I mean? Just getting some stuff put away and out of the way. But I wanted to kind of talk to you here because I don't know what to do next. Joey came up today. He picked up his 660, the P70, and the 372 that I built for him. The 660 is Briscoe built. The P70 was a collaboration project between Briscoe and I. He did all the machining and I did all the porting. And then the 372 I did everything on. But he showed up today, he picked all them up. And the 372, he's gonna run it for a little while, see how it is there. We may take it and make it hotter down the road. Right now it's kind of a hot firewood build, and we might go hotter with it, get it a little closer to like a race build. But that might be, I don't know, it's something we're gonna approach down the road. I have a top end sitting right there for it, and I'm gonna show you that here in a second, because the quality of those top ends, I feel, has improved substantially. So we're gonna kind of go over that here in a minute. But I don't know what project to get into. What I mean is, like, this is my Husqvarna 50 with a Partner 5000 top end. I am working on putting this back together. I need to order a new throttle cable, and I think we'll be good to go. And this is a whole box full of Partner 5000 stuff, but I'd like to do another one like this on a 50 chassis. The 50 chassis it's not as bulky. Seems a little easier to deal with. So, I don't know. Does anybody out there have any 50 chassis they don't want? Donates or whatever? I could use one. I would need everything except the top end. I don't need the piston and cylinder, but I would need absolutely everything else. So, yeah. What I want to do, though, is I want to do one of these, another build like this with the Partner 5000 top end. I want to make the numbers pretty extreme on it, but I want to do it differently because I have two good cranks here, and I want to see if I can get one of them turned into a full circle. So, I mean, even if I get the 50 chassis and it has a good crank, maybe I could do it with that. But I've never done a full circle crank build on a hot numbers saw, so I'd like to try it. You know what I mean? So if any of you have one that you just got laying around and it's probably gonna end up in a dumpster or something, get a hold of me. We'll see if we can figure something out. Free or as close to free as possible, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I don't know what to do. I don't really have any projects lined up. Let me show you. So there sits the Dalmar. We're still waiting on parts for that to show up. We found a crank. I think we found the good crank. If you know these Dalmars, you know what I'm talking about. So we might be doing a crank swap in that. And there's the box of Partner stuff. I could put one of these together. There's enough parts there I could scavenge cut them together, but I'd rather start with a Husky 50 chassis. The 50 specifically. I don't want the 55 chassis. I want the 50 chassis. So keep that in mind. There's a reason, because of the modifications I'd be doing. But this is the wall saws. You know, the 385. I just want to make a couple of tweaks there. The Echo, we're just making tweaks there. That 372 big bore, you know, we're just running it. The steel, that's the 046, 044, 460 kind of combination thingy-majiggy. I think she started on a 460 or an 046 chassis. Got a 460 tank. That's a 44 cylinder, but I think it's got a 460 cylinder in it. That's one of the projects we could get into. Thinking about playing with that home light a bit. I'm going to get it back into the Johnson at 670. I want to put another top end on it, but I don't have another top end. I've just been building it, trying different things out and experimenting, you know. My latest experiment failed. I went a little too wide and she chewed up the plating, like the ring peeled the plating off. It could be that quality of that cylinder, which we're going to get into here in a minute too. Those cylinders, I hate those cylinders because of that plating issue. But I got the 61 over there. I could build the Echo 490. I'd like to do it, but I'm thinking about doing it as another head build. You know, like we did with this one, custom head. I got a video coming up on this guy. I just got her back up and running. She had some issues and I got her fixed. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to build next. The home light, I'm making some tweaks to it. It had broke on me. That's Justin Weaver's saw. He's been patiently waiting. It just, what happens is I get it running, then it breaks. I get it running, then it breaks. I'm trying to get it to a point where it's good and stable and running great for him without any issues, you know. But what the heck do I build next, you know? The only complete saws that I have here I can work on without parts are probably the 046, 460, 444 project, the 490, the Echo 490 project, that 61. Yeah, I think those are pretty much the only ones I could work on without buying any parts right now. So, yeah. But I got other projects too. That's a 372, and I've been off and on stealing parts on it, and I want to get it back together because that's an OEM saw. I want to do an OEM 48 millimeter build. You know what I mean? Or on the OEM chassis at least. And then I got all these home light saws here, and there's one up in the corner that I want to put together. So we're going to port it and put it together. And that one there, I want to do it as well. And then there's some 130, 76 stuff scattered throughout there. I want to build another one of those for myself as well. But yeah, what am I going to do? MS 170 down there. I'm going to get it back and running. It's on methanol. I'm just not in a hurry with that one. You know what I mean? What do you guys want to see? I don't know. I can't decide. I'm leaning towards the steel, though. I am leaning towards it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of the game here at the shop. That's why you see me jumping around from projects a lot. It's because of parts. You know, there's parts and parts and parts and parts and parts. This one needs a part for this, or that one needs a part for that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of why I jump around a lot. I mean, there's a 925, a home light 925 sitting over there when I pour it up. I have a repair sitting here on the floor. It's a Craftsman. I'm repairing it for a guy at work. I gotta figure out what clutch it takes. Maybe you guys can tell me. This one, this Craftsman. I need to get a new clutch for it. Any of you guys know which one goes in it? I did an eBay search. I found one that looks like it, but I don't know. I couldn't figure out a part number or nothing to go off of. It might be it. It's like $25 or $26. Probably gonna end up getting it and crossing my fingers. I just hate getting the wrong one because then you end up spending $25 twice till you get the right one, or 3 times or whatever, and you just end up having to overspend. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, what do you guys want to see built? You know what I mean? Now I want to show you something. Just a quick close-up here of this top end. This is a really cheap top end. I keep talking about how I keep buying the really cheap top ends lately. And I'm going to show you why. Now I was kind of showing Joey the chamber cutter tool and how it works. So you're going to notice a little tiny bit of chamber work. Just enough to kind of show them how it works, you know, not enough to really do anything. But that's not what we're talking about. I want to show you the quality of the plating, the chamfer work, and all that stuff. So this is one of those Warhawk. It's a 372 top end, 50 millimeter, you know. But I'm going to show you something. Look at this cylinder. Now you're going to see where I had the chamber cutter in there, you know. But really look at it. Look at the chamber work, or the, can you see can you see the chamfer work? It's all like machined. You see it on the exhaust port here? It's all done like through machining and stuff. Their quality has been improving, I've noticed. And I'll be honest, I prefer to build these over the Meteors and all that stuff. The thing where they still got to figure out here, let me zoom out a little bit. So the base is not a machined surface. You know what I mean? So it could be a little off. It's just whatever they got, it's the cast finish. You know what I mean? All the ports are smaller than what a factory 372 would be. So the transfer ports, the lowers are smaller, the uppers are smaller, the exhaust is smaller, the intake is smaller. You know what I mean? So these ports are all a little bit smaller than what a factory or an OEM 372 cylinder would be. And in some ways that's a bad thing, but in some ways, if you're doing port work and everything, that could be a good thing, because that gives you a lot of room to do what you want. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons I like these. The chamber is easy to cut, no issues. The question is the quality of the plating. Is the plating going to hold up? And I have better luck with these than those other cylinders, we'll say, that are painted about the port because the plating wants to peel on you. I have better luck with these. So take it for what it is. And this top end cost me, I think, $30, $35 shipped. Here's the piston. You know, nothing unusual there, right? In fact, the distance between the ring and the top of the piston is a few thousandths more than a lot of others. So it kind of gives you a lot of room that if you want to machine the top of your piston, you can kind of do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So this is going to get a taper cut, probably, with a pop-up. I don't know. We'll see. This is the top end that'll go on Joey's 372 if he decides to bring it back and have me do more. Because we'll save the top end that's on it and build this as like a race top end, and you know what I mean? He'll have both versions. But I don't know. I'm finding better quality coming out of these guys anymore. And for the price of them, I'll take it, you know? I'll just do all my port work to make everything the way I want it. You know? I think machining this service might have been one of the big things that they should do, though. That way we know we got a true whatever. That way we know it's all true and going to seal up good, and, you know. But for porting, I don't know. These are kind of turning into my go-tos. Until I start seeing some failures from the plating and all that stuff, I'm going to save these ones, you know. Now, you know, it's quality is quality. And for me personally, I'd rather deal with a cylinder that doesn't have the issues with the plating peel off while you're trying to grind on it, you know. It's just me. The other ones might end up being more durable. They might, you know, but for the kind of stuff that I'm doing, $30 or so, I'll go with this. And they're a lot easier to work with. I'd rather put 2 of these on than deal with one of those others. You know, that's the way I am. Heck, I've got my truck in the shop. Yeah, I put my truck in the shop. Well, she was snowing on me, and I put the new front dry shaft in it. The front dry shaft finally showed up. You guys remember when I ordered the wrong one? Yeah, the right one came in today, and I just put her in. I think I'm going to leave it in here overnight and let the snow melt off. I got the heat going pretty good in here. But yeah, you know, another little sneak peek or whatever. It looks like I'm going to get another chain grinder. There is one coming, or supposed to be coming. We'll see how this goes. It's not an Oregon. It is a round chain grinder. It's going to be one of those review videos. So bear with me on that, but I won't mind having another grinder here in the shop. And I'm going to do my best to do a good video for it. It's different though. It's not like anything I've showed before. So, in fact, I don't recall seeing anybody doing a video on these grinders. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to give them a good video, and it's going to be a typical review video, you know. We're going to try to do it in a real world situation. We're going to take it out. We're going to use it. We're going to dull the chain. We're going to sharpen it, put it in the wood, resharpen, the whole 9 yards. And should work out. I know I have another grinder here at the shop. So, yeah. But anyway, just kind of thought I'd throw a little video together here. I really wanted to show you about the quality of these. I think they're coming up. You know, I think they keep getting better. And what else? I don't know what to build next. I need a 50 chassis so I can get another saw built for that Partner 5000, I think. I mean, I don't need it. I could go off that Partner 5000 chassis, but I'd rather start with a 50, and I want to do it as a full circle crank build. So, you know, this one here, I'm working on getting it up and running again because we stole parts off of it. I want to get it back up and running again so we can race it against my other one, the Partner 5000 I built. I'm kind of curious to see which one is faster because it's going to kind of start steering me down a different path, I think, on how I'm going to start building my saws, I think. So this is actually more of a test for me, but for you guys, it's going to be more of a race. And we're going to see how that turns out. But anyway, yeah, hey, just a little check-in here. It's a cool evening. Been snowing an inch or two. I can hear snowmobiles running in the distance, and folks are out having fun, and I think we're going to go in and get myself some dinner. Alrighty, catch us later.